Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And the starting lineup for the Nets. We've got Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. And for Chicago, Alex Caruso is out there with Ball. Then it's DeMar DeRozan, then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. Well, Richard, very early going in the NBA calendar. Think back to your rookie season. What were some of your first impressions?
Oh, my rookie year was a whirlwind. We were picked to finish last in the Eastern Conference. We got going from the start, and we were #1 all the way until the NBA Finals. So for me, my rookie year, it was pretty much just a blur. He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Pass to LaVine. Some solid defense from Claxton. Johnson passes to Simmons. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Ball right side. Offensive rebound for Brooklyn. They've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Stolen by Caruso. To the left side wing. Shoots from the baseline. Goes back up. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Back to Claxton. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And the free throw, no good. Richard, an interesting trend with this Chicago team. They're conservative three-point shooting.
Yeah, the Bulls hover around the bottom of the league for total attempts made, which definitely separates them from the rest of the NBA. Encouraging to see DeMar DeRozan knock it down from 3. This helps open up the entire offense even more.
Simmons, no good. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And LaVine gets it to go on the assist by Ball.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Nice shot by Simmons.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to LaVine. To the left wing. The 3 from Ball. Brooklyn with the board.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Offensive board. Vucevic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Working his way inside Vooch, ready to battle for it.
Chicago making some changes. Drummond's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Williams comes in for LaVine. And it's White in for Caruso. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Walker comes in for Thybulle. Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Finney Smith. Chicago trailing here.
Brooklyn foul.
Greg's checked in for Chicago.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Checking into the game for your Bulls.
1:49 left to play in the first. Drummond passes to White. Basket's good.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
White against Simmons. Pass to Sharp. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got his 4th assist with that last one. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter.
You know, Richard, it's not every day that you get to see a point guard with the size that Ben Simmons possesses.
Yeah, he is an anomaly, and that's also why he was the #1 pick. In history, you can probably count on one hand the amount of guys that can do things that he can do at his size.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the first. Ball finds Drummond. Back to Ball. And there's the lob and the jam by Drummond.
Good heads-up play by Ball. He sees an opportunity to create and executes on it.
Over to the left wing. Here's Simmons. The putback. It's hauled in by White. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. And it's Ball off the drive. And Ball throws it down.
A phenomenal athlete. Ball's teammates love when he knifes inside and finishes with power.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. Williams against Walker. Williams into the lane.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Simmons against White. It's hauled in by White.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Williams. And there's another one for the Bulls.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point a winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Physical defense, not a problem for Simmons. His strength is one of his assets.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Bulls up 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the floor for the Nets, we've got Nicholas Claxton, Matisse Thybulle out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Cameron Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Here's Simmons. Good work defensively by Caruso.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Ben Simmons has dealt with injuries, yes, but the mental aspect is also one that he's working on. He said, quote, being assertive and aggressive. I know who I am. I know I need to get to the rim and get buckets, and that's also going to help my teammates and get them going. Brian, they are all about regaining that confidence.
Such a key right now. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Finney Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. All NBA players play with confidence. But, RJ, surely there are some that play with too much confidence.
Well, look, there's always a guy who doesn't realize he's being left open for a reason. Some players just don't understand their role, their team. Usually there's a vet that needs to tell them how it is.
That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Timeout called. The Nets. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
So the Nets making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. All no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Simmons, the pass to Claxton. To stop the run. And it's Simmons missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
That one misses. And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in.
Ben Simmons taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And I heard Giannis Antetokounmpo say he would have loved to go to your alma mater, Grant, because of all the tall and skilled players that have come out of Duke.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure he mentioned me on that list, but certainly nice to hear that from Giannis. He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Buries it from three.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
White, the pass to DeRozan. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Simmons, the pass to Finney-Smith. Looking to get it going. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. On the wing, Levine. Oh, Levine! Pretty.
Boy, Levine just glides off the bounce. He is very difficult to stay in front of.
2 minutes.
Well, Richard, when you talk about great scores, DeMar DeRozan doesn't always get the credit he deserves.
Yeah, he should really get more praise than he does, Brian, especially when you can...
Oh, no way! Levine! My goodness!
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach Levine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. From deep, Johnson. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got assist number 7 tonight. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
Some changes for Chicago. Drummond's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Craig comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Williams is subbed in for Caruso. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Walker comes in for Thibault. Thomas, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. And it's Dinwiddie in for Ben Simmons. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And with great length and explosiveness, Drummond's ability to clean up the glass is second to none.
Dinwiddie passes to Sharp, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Outside White. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Levine. Brooklyn with the board.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to Johnson. The 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Craig.
This is the challenge that Johnson poses. He's someone that understands how to draw contact.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and is getting them to the free throw line.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Levine can't hit.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. Johnson's got 14.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Bulls. They're up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Looking at the Bulls, Kenny, how'd you see it?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Was that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you look at Cam Johnson. He's been playing really well.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Zach LaVine out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Ball. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Brooklyn has got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Johnson, and counted from 12 feet. He's got 16.
This is how lethal a scorer Johnson can be. Keep feeding that beast.
Pass the ball. Caruso with it. DeRozan outside. Now here's Ball. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Filling it up. Lonzo Ball, more than a passer.
And here's Claxton. Thibault passes to Johnson. Now Claxton. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Johnson passes to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the Bulls back in 2021 shifting the roster towards a more veteran win-now look. They've pushed their chips into the middle. Now they're trying to find their way into contention. All-star forward DeMar DeRozan said, quote, "We've got to go out there and compete. If we want this thing, we have to go after it." Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Vucevic. No good with the triple. Ball against Simmons. Claxton with it. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 9 assists now tonight. Poke loose. From deep, here's Simmons. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Here's Ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. Timeout called, the Bulls.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum and coach wants to find a way to try and stop them.
Chicago making some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Williams comes in for LaVine. And it's White in for Ball. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. Walker comes in for Thibault. Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by Caruso. Stolen by Drummond. Williams against Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Dinwiddie passes to Sharp. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Something that impresses with Spencer Dinwiddie, Richard, is his adaptability.
A player who is ready for any challenge or any situation. Part of what makes him so great is just his sheer confidence. Dinwiddie believes in his own ability to get it done out there, B.A.
Craig's checked in for DeRozan.
Kobe White.
White hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Dinwiddie passes to Sharp, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
1:03 left in the third quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. And he lobs it up top. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dinwiddie. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. The Nets in fifth.
Their long-range game was a huge strength. They spread the floor, found the open shots, and made the most of their chances.
Chicago leading. Dinwiddie on the double team. Launches a three. That's good from Craig. On the assist by White.
Well, if they're doubling you, then you know someone is open to shoot. So smart move passing it out.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And in the last two possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Ball, he's checked in for Chicago. Thibault, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie against Ball.
Nets foul. Nicholas Claxton. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for Chicago, Andre Drummond.
And he sinks the second. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Nets. 7-point differential. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. To the paint. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Ball. Here's Drummond. Banked it in off the glass. Drummond's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is the exact energy you like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass. Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bulls out in front. They lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense, it's together.
A little help from your friends. Billy Donovan preaching it. Are these guys listening?
Well, you also have to credit the other team. Obviously, their offensive play calling is having an effect. We'll see what the response is.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got Johnson. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. They grab their own miss. Ball no good.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
Ball passes to DeRozan. Back to Ball. Lets the three fly. That doesn't go either for Ball.
He knocked down a three in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Pass to Simmons. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Ball. The Bulls have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Williams misses. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Simmons against Levine. Simmons, no good. Chicago shooting 47% on this one. Looking official. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. Pass to Johnson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the stripe.
He hits the second from the line.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Levine. Brooklyn with the board. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Oh, Williams with the block to tie it up. Second shot opportunity. Simmons, no good.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Shot by Levine, no good.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Williams against Johnson. Down low. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Simmons. Stolen by Ball. Fires the 3. And again, Chicago, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. The Bulls making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And a change for the Nets. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Ball passes to Caruso. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're behind by 2. 1:53 left in the final quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Johnson against Levine. To tie it up. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ball. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Dinwiddie. 1:21 left in the game. And Claxton gets the bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And that one drops for him. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Thibault. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. 59 seconds left in the fourth. Counted. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
So the Nets making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And DeRozan wants the rock in his hands in close game. I mean, he embraces the opportunity to come up big for his team.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Johnson for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And Levine with the basket on the assist by Ball.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now. There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Misses from close range.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
And he gets it to go.
Answering the call. Ben Simmons, huge in the biggest moment.
Here's Caruso. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Cameron Johnson. First personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for the Bulls.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Thibault, and stolen by Caruso. On the wing, DeRozan. This one belongs to Chicago. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
See you at the next event.